first book that I remember reading myself and just sitting and I think spending all day reading it was Alice in Wonderland. I'm in my memory, I was sitting under a table reading it. And I suppose it had a huge impression on me, partly just because also it told me that that was a legitimate way of spending the day. You know, my mum particularly was very, very big reader, and she obviously encouraged me to do this. I got two older sisters. They're big readers as well. So, you know, I was just kind of allowed to sit there reading. And Alice in Wonderland, such a wonderful, magical. I know some people find it almost quite scary with Alice getting smaller and bigger and eat me, drink me. But I love that. And you can definitely see its influence in my writing. I'm certainly sure of that. So, yeah, I remember reading that. Also, later on, I was very keen on Noel Streatfeild.
Oh, yes.
And I loved, even though I didn't do ballet or go to a theatrical school, but I read all those ballet school books. I knew just how to curtsy when you met Madame and, you know, all those sort of things. But also, really, I loved The Painted Garden, which is one that's set in where they go to Ireland for the summer. Such a beautiful book, actually. No, that's The Growing Summer. Painted Garden is when they go to America. And that's also an amazing book. So I loved those. I love Jennings in Derbyshire. Whenever I think of a name for a character, I always think of that discussion. Do you remember the discussion Jennings in Derbyshire had when they're going to write a detective story? And they're going to write a detective story and they decide what to call their sleuth. And they decide that all detectives have 2-syllable first names and 1-syllable second name. And after lots of discussion, they come up with Flixton Slick Super Sleuth. And I always think of Flixton Slick Super Sleuth when I think of a new name for a character. So yeah, so I was a big reader as a child, and I just read all sorts of things, you know.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Anything that was around, really.
Yeah.